Welcome to Chris Cook for You Too. I have a delicious side dish that you could possibly use on your Thanksgiving table if you're not going to be doing a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. This is going to be a rice and broccoli casserole, but you can use it as one of your side dishes. Let's get started with the ingredients that you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need the rice. You're going to need some flour, cheese, any kind of shredded cheese you want to use. I'm using a Monterey Jack, sharp cheddar, and Kobe and Monterey Jack, a sharp white cheddar back here. Okay, you're going to need some butter. You only need a half a stick of butter. The broccoli, some cream cheese, granulated garlic, onion, pepper and salt, paprika, and some milk. So I'm going to go away, get all of these ingredients ready, and then I'm going to come back so we can put together this delicious casserole. It only takes a few minutes. Like I said, you can use it as a side if you're not going to do a traditional Thanksgiving, or you can use it for any time. But I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. Be right back. All right, now I'm at the stove and I got my water that's boiling, and I have all my ingredients sitting over here so I can go ahead and get this casserole done. But first, I'm going to blanch my broccoli. I'm not going to cook it. This is going to take me 15 seconds, 20 at the most, just to put it in the water and to just darken it just a little bit, or cook it just a little bit, because this is actually going to cook inside of the casserole. I should have put some salt in my water beforehand, but that's fine. Okay, this is going to actually cook in the casserole dish, but I want it to just blanch up just a little bit, because you know it does not take a long time for broccoli to actually cook. Okay, so that's long enough. So you're really not following the long process. I just wanted to get it just a little bit cooked. So now I'm going to take this is my casserole dish that I'm going to use. I did put a little butter in it. Don't know if I got enough, so I'm going to take some butter Pam, and I'm going to just go ahead and heat that, spray that casserole dish up. Now in this pan, I have here my butter. I'm going to melt my butter, and I'm going to fry up or saute up my onions, okay? Now I have my rice sitting back here. To my rice, I'm going to add in my broccoli. I'll melt down that butter real quick. So I'll take my rice. I have my broccoli back. I'm going to go ahead and add in my broccoli. See, I'm just going to stir that up. Okay, so I'm going to allow this to sit back here for a minute. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my butter, melt my butter down. While my butter is melting, I'm going to go ahead and add in my chopped onions, and these are finely chopped because I just want to saute them up just a little bit. Now to my onions, I'm going to add, and my butter, I'm going to add in my flour. I have 3 tablespoons of flour sitting over here, so I'm going to add that to this. And what I want to do is I want to cook the flour for about 2 minutes before I add anything else, because you don't want that flour taste to be in your sauce when you get ready to add it to your rice and to your broccoli. Okay? Now this is only about, this is about 1-2 minute process. While you're doing that, preheat your oven to 350. You're going to allow this to cook at 350 degrees for roughly about 30 to 35 minutes. Now I've added my flour And I'm going to cook this up. I turned my stove down. Turn it back up. My stove is still on low. Now this is the way it's supposed to look. Okay? And you're just cooking that flour up just a little before you add in your milk. Okay. Because I don't want to have that taste. So now I'm going to have 2 cups of milk sitting over here. I'm going to add what is about 1 cup of the milk. Now what's going to happen is this is going to thicken back up. The sauce is going to thicken back up. And when it thickens back up, see how it is now? See how it's thickening? I'm going to add the rest of my milk. Almost all of it. And I'm going to add my cream cheese. Now it's at this point that I'm going to go ahead and add in my seasonings. I put all of them in one. And I'm going to add the rest of that little milk that I had left. And I'm going to add 2 cups of cheese. Now I have, I showed you, I had the Monterey Jack, the Kobe, and the cheddar sharp. So this is 2 cups of cheese. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now you want to save some for your topping. So I'm going to let all of this melt down. And it's going to thicken. Then I'm going to add this to my rice and to my broccoli. See how it's starting to thicken? And that's what you want it to do. Don't want to burn it. You just want it to thicken. Cut my stove down just a little bit. Okay. Now everything is mixed in together. This is really just like a roux. That's exactly what you're doing. Now you can taste it for salt if you need to. You may want to add just a little bit more salt. If you do, go ahead and add it. You can add whatever kind of cheese you want to add. You don't have to use the cheese that you see me using. This is a very good side dish. You can really serve it with anything. But if you're not going to do tradition on Thanksgiving, then it's a very nice replacement. I'm trying to make certain that I get my cream cheese. Everything was room temperature. So I'm just trying to make certain that my cream cheese melts in with my sauce. Okay. All right. Now that's good because remember it's going to cook in the oven for 30-35 minutes. So it's at this point that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour this over my broccoli and my rice. Now you see the thickness of it? It's just like a roux. So I'm going to pour this over my broccoli and my rice. Okay, now once I put this in with my broccoli and my rice, I'm going to go ahead and stir it. Move up my casserole dish. Now this is a nice switch from what you're used to having. So then you're going to take it, you're going to put it into your casserole dish. Now how fast and easy was that? And you can add a little bit more broccoli if you choose to. I have a little bit more sauce in here. Just a little. Okay. Now once you get this done, then you're going to layer it with a layer of cheese on top. Now look at that. There you go. Now, with 30 and 35 minutes, cooking it for 30-35 minutes, once you see it start to bubble around the edges, go ahead and take it out. It'll be ready. What I'll do is I'll bring it back when this is ready. So I'm going to go away. See you in 30-35 minutes. Be right back. Alrighty. I am back. My timer just went off too. There it is. Chris is making rice and broccoli casserole. It looks good and it smells good. Okay, you have to wait 15 minutes before you actually cut it. This I am having with my tomorrow's dinner. I just went ahead and cooked it tonight, and the reason for that is because I want to have a day off from cooking. So I went ahead and cooked it tonight, and we'll just warm it up tomorrow. So it's real simple to make, real easy. I think that if you try it, you're truly going to enjoy it. And as always, thank you for watching. Chris Cook for you too.